Peace, this is King Noble Black Supremacy, and with this particular video I want to smash the conspiracy theorists who have conspiracy theories in regards to George Floyd's death and brutal execution before the public in Minneapolis. A lot of people have come up with some conspiracy theories saying it's a hoax, and those people out there, were actors, and it's some deep state, agenda that is trying to bring in martial law and is somehow connected to the COVID-19 situation. And all of these theories sound very interesting. Very interesting. But I want to enlighten you on something about these conspiracy theories. It's like when a person experiences trauma, they go into a state of denial and a state of shock. Like, this is common for trauma victims, to act like what happened didn't even happen, and then to start to rationalize what happened in a way that temporarily makes them feel better and addresses their fear and their shock and their sense of powerlessness about the situation. Let's keep that in mind. This is a byproduct of experiencing trauma. Now, us witnessing what happened to George Floyd was a very traumatic situation. It was very traumatic for the psyche to see how that cop brutally and without compassion, empathy, or sympathy, or basic humanity, murdered George Floyd. It's traumatic for every black man, for every black woman, for every black child, for anybody with any amount of humanity inside of them. It was very traumatic. So the first thing they do is they go into shock and they go into a state of denial. And then they start rationalizing and trying to come up with theories, as to why this may have happened or what's really going on, and try to disassociate and try to shoot their mind into an alternate reality to find some sort of peace given the situation. Now, some people are saying, George Floyd was a Mason, and this may be true. They're saying a lot of things, a lot of theories. I'm not going to go into all of them or many of them. But in this video, I'm going to tell you what's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy that we are holding our cameras and watching our people get brutalized and murdered and beat down by the cops, by the police, and by white supremacists. This is not a conspiracy that this is happening every single day. That's not a conspiracy that you're scared to confront the brutalizer, to confront the bully that is attacking and assaulting our people. There's no conspiracy. That while our people are dying in the streets, that all you can do is sit behind your video camera, sit behind your computer, and come up with outlandish conspiracy theories while our people are dying and getting mowed down in the streets. That's not a conspiracy theory. Those are facts. It's not a conspiracy theory that you sit by and watch while they destroy our black organizations and our black leaders. It's not a conspiracy theory that you really are scared and you don't know what to do and you're fearful and you don't have the heart to stand up and do anything about the situation. That's not a conspiracy theory that lots of black people, the vast majority, are looking to the very enemy who caused them harm, who brutalized them, for salvation, for alleviation from the pain. It's not a conspiracy theory that the victims are looking towards the victimizer. This is no conspiracy theory that hundreds of thousands of people marched in the streets and asked an enemy for justice. So these are not conspiracy theories. This is facts of what we've seen. That you're scared of this white man, that's not a conspiracy theory. That you're scared of white supremacists, you're scared of the government, you're scared of the police, that's not a conspiracy theory. Matter of fact, your fear is the source of your conspiracy theories. It's the source. Because you're saying everybody that witnessed George Floyd's execution, who was not willing to do anything viable, who wasn't moved to immediate vengeance and retaliation, is a conspiracy theory. You telling me that if those actors were so good, that those were very highly trained professional government actors, that they could not move a hurt people. They could not move a people to pain, to retaliation and vengeance. It's no conspiracy theory that what we witnessed, via true or false, via actors or real, did not inspire us to have more solidarity and to be more organized and to become more independent in thought and actions, to secure and defend our community, to take our pain beyond protesting, rioting, and looting, and perpetually into self-establishment, self-sufficiency, independence. That's not a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory that we're still depending on the white man and watching what he's going to do. Whether he's coming up with another conspiracy or he's executing us in real time. There's not a conspiracy theory that we're just waiting and watching, that we're on the sidelines of our destiny, trying to decode and figure out what he is doing, that our life revolves around, what this devil is doing. That is not a conspiracy theory. Whether you are a conspiracy theorist or a victim, your life is still revolving around the same enemy, and that is not a conspiracy theory. That's not a conspiracy theory. So I'm telling you what's not a conspiracy theory that I witnessed within my own eyes. I witnessed cops driving over people, driving over protesters. I witnessed cops with very little human decency and respect for life. I saw the racism. That was not a conspiracy theory. So don't be distracted. And don't be desensitized and neutralized to the traumas by these conspiracy theorists when you should be motivated and inspired to do something that is impactful, that is profound, and that is effective to put our people in a more secure place. Don't be distracted by that madness. Because even if those were actors and all that was false, even movies touch the heartstrings of people and inspire them and move them to do real things. And the fact that our only reaction to what we saw and the reaction, see, we got to look at the reaction, our reaction, not to just what we saw, but we haven't even reacted to the reaction. Our reaction to the reaction of what happened has no value to it, has no substance to it. So it's deeper than was that just an act? If that was an act, and if that was false, what it exposed in the consciousness of human beings in this country, what it is exposed is not a conspiracy. What came out, what is shown as far as the race relations in this country, as far as how whites feel about blacks and how different nationalities feel about each other, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's real. Take the reality from it, and it's a very deep lesson. It's a very deep lesson and opportunity. This is King Noble Black Supremacy. Join my website, www.kingnobleblacksupremacy.com. donate, and don't hate.